Good afternoon, everybody, and as the title stated in the video, the Jaguar front end is in, almost. And I'm pretty excited. And the only reason I say almost is because I still have to iron out my steering. I finally found a U-joint to complete the steering column. I'm working on the brake lines. You can see I've started on this side. For whatever reason, when I ordered the brake lines, the vendor had two different lines in the same boxes, so I had to return one, hoping to get the same one on the return. But anyways, I also need to do shocks, so I got to build some shock mounts. Otherwise, the ride might be a little bit bouncy. But other than that, I am really excited how this turned out. The overall width is perfect. I threw on the clip earlier to see, because I had another issue that I'll talk about in just a second here. But the width is perfect. The bolt pattern for the lugs is identical to the rear, and the rear is from a Camaro, like a late 70s Camaro. It's 5 on 4 3/4. So that's awesome. I also built these little makeshift sway bar mounts. I wasn't sure how exactly I was going to do it, so I just put these together real quick just to see how it functions, and so far it seems pretty good. As you saw in the intro of the video, I showed you how it cycled, and it cycles just fine. But yeah, I mean, sorry about that, everyone. It got super gusty and couldn't hear anything. But anyways, back to this front end. All in all, I would say I have about not more than 900 bucks into it, and that's for brand new bushings, brand new ball joints, brand new brake calipers, new brake pads, and all in all, I mean, for everything that you get, it's a great deal. You got a front end with a perfect width, it's got good travel, it's got matching bolt pattern if you're running like a 10 bolt rear end. So now, like I said, as soon as I'm done plumbing the brakes, I'm going to throw in my motor, which I finally dug out yesterday, which is right here. So if you have any questions on the front end, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer everything the best I can. But I'm just a regular guy working out in my garage, and if you want to see more progress on the truck, like me dropping this motor in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys then. Yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention is when I measured my axle center lines, and this is the goof I was talking about earlier, I didn't account for as much caster as this front end has in it, so it actually pushed my axle center line back about a half an inch. So that's why I threw the front clip on. I wanted to see how well the front tires center in the fenders, and it didn't change anything. I was a little worried at first, but when I looked at it, it's fine. The only other issue was the tires I got. They're about 26 inches overall diameter. It's probably about an inch too tall. So my running boards, I have about an inch clearance off the ground, which I was looking for them to lay on the ground, but I can live with it because, I mean, if I have an airline blow or airbag go bad, I can still technically drive home on it without it bottoming out anywhere. But other than that, it's good to go.